The saga continues, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal, back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. This is a story that just broke just recently, as of about an hour ago. At least it's starting to hit mainstream media. There was a shooting that happened in Orange County, San Clemente, California, where two Orange County sheriff deputies shot and killed a homeless man by the name of Kurt Reinhold. He was 42 years old. Now, the incident went down Wednesday afternoon in San Clemente in front of a hotel. The cops were called after witnesses said they saw a homeless man walking in the middle of the street into oncoming traffic. Witnesses said cars honked and swerved to avoid hitting him. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Department, when deputies from the homeless outreach team arrived, they got into a tense physical confrontation with the man. So there is video out there. There's actually like a bystander just videotaping the actual confrontation between the cops and Kurt Reinhold. And there is also like a surveillance video that is showing that shows the incident as well. This shows the confrontation as well. They got into this full-on tussle. They got on the ground, basically wrestled this man to the ground, and then allegedly, Kurt tried to reach for one of the deputies' guns. Now, apparently, also there is a bystander that said that they heard one of the deputies scream, "He's got my gun, he's got my gun." Then suddenly, two shots went off, and now Kurt Reinhold is no longer with us. They, of course, immediately performed CPR, but he was dead on the spot right there for everyone to see in broad daylight. You know, it's really tragic. This story is very, very tragic because here it is. We already have enough killing going on in the streets. We already have enough people, enough black men and women dying already. Like, there needs to be a stop. There needs to be just some time to just not have any more people dying. Now, protests are erupting right now in Orange County on behalf of his death, because no matter what, people feel some type of way about him being dead. Now, I'll say this, you know, at the end of the day, it is very, very tragic that Kurt Reinhold is no longer on this planet with us. But at the same time, if he really did reach for that gun, then the cops had a right to pull their gun out. But the thing is actually, what sucks is that if Kurt really did grab for the gun, the cops have to do whatever they can to stop him from pulling out the gun and shooting one of them. Now, here's the thing, though. There's a lot of questions on both sides of the situation, right? And some of the main questions I ask is, why couldn't the cops use a taser? Why couldn't the cops maybe get a hold of his hands, his arms, you know, that kind of thing? There's a lot of questions that go on, right? You obviously see that this man is walking in the middle of the street, so obviously he's not in his right mind. Let's just be completely honest there. He's not in his right mind. He's not thinking right. And if you watch the surveillance video, which I'll put the link down below because I'm not about to play it here. It's not great. And because of YouTube. But anyway, you see that the man is disgruntled. The man is very angry and he's very aggressive. He's pushing back. He's slapping one of the deputies' hands out of his way, saying, "Don't touch me," etc. Then the tussle happens and then two shots go off. Right? Bang, bang. And now he is dead. Part of me wishes that they used at least a taser, or they would have approached him in a different way rather than approaching him in the way that they did. But at the same time, on the other side, the man is extremely aggressive, extremely agitated. What other choices did they have to stop him from continuing to be as aggressive as he is? Now, the other question is, they were on the ground, they're in a tussle. There's a lot of things going on. You know, you got you got limbs and body parts flying all over the place. Somebody is allegedly reaching for a gun. So, of course, shots are going to get fired. If there's no other way to stop him from doing what he is doing, then shots are going to be fired. They're going to have to use deadly force if they're put in that position, if they're put in that situation, which sucks. You know, I have one question. What do you do? What does a cop do when they're confronting someone who's obviously disgruntled, who's obviously upset, that is literally walking out in the middle of the street, upset, possibly mentally unhinged? What do they do? Now, you know, because you look at the particular situation and you see that there is a man that is obviously very upset. The cops are trying to, I guess, talk to him. But, and I wonder what their approach or what their motive was. Were they trying to arrest him, or were they trying to calm him down? Like I said, or like I always say, you never know the truth surrounding a situation when you're only given a small clip of like the climax of a video, the climax of what happens, the shooting. We don't know what happened right before that, right before someone hit record. And of course that's really frustrating, you know, but then you keep wondering, well, what was their goal? What was the deputy's goal? Was it to arrest him, or was it to get him off the street? What was their goal? That's what I keep wondering. Because you look at it and they're just he's putting his hand out and all that, and you just keep wondering, the hell is he trying to do? I have to ask about that. Because, you know, then all of a sudden the altercation happens, ish hits the fan, and then the man gets shot. And, you know, and of course, to be honest, I'm really tired of black men and women getting shot. I'm tired of people getting shot. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we had a 13-year-old autistic boy getting shot. He didn't get killed, but he was shot. He was shot at 11 times. That's a lot. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder how much of this is excessive force and how much of this is they were trying to truly protect themselves. It's a very hairy situation here. Because the thing is if that cop really was, if Kurt Reinhold was really trying to reach for his gun, then I understand the other cop doing whatever he needs to do to protect his partner. I get that. It's almost a kill or be killed in situation. You know, you could pull out a taser, but maybe that might not stop him. You know, you could put your arms around him and do a chokehold, but then that would be too late because you're already physically trying to stop him from grabbing a gun. And if he's holding a gun, if he's got the cop's gun, you have no other choice but to use deadly force. We don't know if he really was reaching for the gun. When you look at the surveillance video, when you look at the bystander video, you can't really tell if Kurt is really grabbing for the gun. You can't make out really. It's really pixelated. It's really fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? It's not a clear shot of him actually trying to reach for the gun. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating, this situation. And I understand why people are out in the streets, because they're just sick and tired of people dying. And I wish the cops would find a different way to approach men and women who are maybe mentally unstable, having mental issues. I think certain situations need to be approached in certain ways. I wish there was another way that they could have approached the situation. But if he was grabbing for the gun, then he was grabbing for the gun. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the cops were in the right for what they did or not? Me personally, I'm tired of seeing black men and women being killed, black people, people in general being killed at the hands of the police. I'm really sick and tired of it. But at the same time, when you're in that kind of situation, what do you do? Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button and most definitely crush that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.